By the lake, and also this not only buying those 10 bombs.
And from there, we'll usually head to the Lost Woods. Xirtanul now, he's going to do a Lake Hylia check. Or
Yeah, that's the shop right there with the bombs. And we have 20 rubies at Lake Hylia Island.
He is doing a very unique route here. I've never seen a route like this early on. So, interesting to see if that plays out for me. Meanwhile, Bad Moon now going to head up to the Lumberjack as I suspected. He's going to get the tree pull. What's the tree got for us today? Just some magic.
Yeah, I've seen Xirtanul do this route before, and it's actually kind of interesting. Because you get the bombs there, and that way you know the grind bombs on your way to Kakariko when you do take the land route.
Yeah, and from here he's actually going to he's going to go straight to the South Shore. I did not see what was in the Lumberjack Cave, unfortunately.
It looked like a Pizza Hut to me.
Well, then we probably won't be seeing that today.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if the dam has any people. He's going to go ahead and pull the dam first, which I think is a slightly faster route in the long run.
Ideally, you would like to have the mirror at this point, though.
Absolutely, obviously. And another piece of heart there in the mushroom spot. He's going to go ahead and pick that up, and we have another piece of heart in the dam. We're finding a lot of love early on, but not much in terms of items. Let's see what we find. Big 20 from the dam chest. And the thief has a heart container.
Yeah, the heart container. Did we see what was Uncle, by the way? I didn't quite catch that.
I didn't catch it either, but I don't think it was anything big.
Oh, God, the thief sprite. Ugh.
That's the one trick to these custom sprites is that it changes the sprites of many of the NPCs in the game as well, such as the thief and the maiden. So that happens. But Xirtanul now going to go straight to Mini Moldarm Cave using his bomb strats. Nice 2-for-1 shot there. Gets the other one nice in the corner. So let's see what it has. We've got 10 arrows, 50 rupees, our fighter sword, master sword, and bombos.
I don't like that. I know what you're thinking. That's pretty good. I will admit it's pretty good, but that means they are a lamp away from 4 Staghatum.
That definitely gives you a scary thought of a potential Aghanim seed. And BadmoonZ going to pick up some bombs now from the shop in Kakariko. Xirtanul now going to head up to Uncle and probably even go into the dungeon area of escape since he has a sword now. We'll see how that plays out for him. While Bad Moon going to be checking out the Chicken Shack.
Uncle was 10 arrows. Thank you for Crimson Epics, our tracker, by the way. Thank you for covering that for us.
Indeed. 5-arrow upgrade in the Chicken Shack now. And there's the 10 arrows as we confirmed.
So yeah, this is going to be a pretty good in terms of early combat, but finding those last few items is going to be a thing.
Yeah, but we'll see. Let's see what Blind Hut has to offer here. This is the normal rounding you see for Kakariko's. You check Blind's Hut, you check the well there. You've got 10 good items potentially there. Let's see what we find starting out. We've got Bee in a Bottle, so there's some B-Torp straps, piece of heart. We've got, Cane of Brian, that's always nice. And another piece of heart. Let's see what's in the back, while Xirtanul now working his way towards the back dungeon area.
Yeah, I like the Cane of Brian. So if you're flying him, hello, 300 rupees.
300 rupees. Always nice to find that early on, so you work towards your Zora money.
Yes. And then, well, actually, it's going to be, he needs to find another 300 because he's obviously going to buy the item from Merchant now.
Of course. Xirtanul now using that Master Sword in the dungeon, finds a 5-butt arrow upgrade there in the first chest, while BadmoonZ going to head into the well. 5 more potential items. Let's see if he gets lucky here. What does he find? Start off with another 50 rupees. That's a little helpful.
Getting hit there a little bit from his own bomb. A little too fast.
Can't be helped sometimes. There's another 3 sword upgrades already in 5 minutes. God, this feels very familiar to me. 5 bomb upgrade, big 20, and triple bomb. So we got 3 sword upgrades in 5 minutes. My God.
And the bow runners will most likely find all 3 of those. Oh,
absolutely.
Man.
There's the map there in the dungeon. Let's see what the... Oh, drops off the beak. Gets another 100 rupees. Nicely done. And another big 20, but loses a bit of them from the bottle vendor. Spending 100, only getting 20 back.
And that's how the bee works. I never actually seen it pulled off.
Yeah, let's see what the sick kid has to offer here since he got that bottler. He gets the lamp!
Oh, no!
You said it earlier, Wolf! You said it earlier! We might be seeing an Aghanim run!
Now, there is the opportunity that it's a fake out because there's still a lot of places they can check. They still need the Moon Pearl. But if they also find the hammer and the glove and a single glove upgrade, or both even, they can avoid Aghanim for a little while.
Indeed. Heart container in the library. I did not see what was in Zelda's treasure chest, unfortunately.
Yeah, neither did I.
Let's see what the race game has. Silver! Wait, did he not realize those were silvers?
I think he did, but I don't think he's going to waste any time.
It's silver arrows. That saves a lot more time. It would waste a lot more time to not have those than to just run through the race in a few seconds.
Well,
there's no reason.
I'm thinking he might do the race in his routing to check the digging game because you can just mirror right there.
Oh, that's true. I mean, hopefully he realized that, because otherwise that could cost him, especially if Xirtanul does decide to go for those. Saves a lot of room on bosses later. Now he's going to be running into the mini Moldorm cave, going to be getting his tempered sword very early on, and Xirtanul now working his way over to Kakariko. He'll be getting his tempered sword. Again, tempered sword in 10 minutes. That is amazing.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's going to let them kill a lot of bosses pretty easy. They won't have to do any sort of menuing shenanigans with Vargas. This Cold Stare will be somewhat trivial with half magic.
We got our map check here. All 3 regular crystals. No pendants, no crystal 5 or 6. All regular crystals there in that dungeon. That is interesting.
Yeah, we had 7 at Hera, 4 at Desert, and I think 1 at Eastern.
Sounds about right to me, but that means everything is in the Dark World. Ooh, that's a tease. That is such a tease.
Well, that means Xirtanul is actually kind of important right now. At least for the moment. Because they can talk to Xirtanul to get that information about the green pendant before they can get their Dark World access.
Yep, if they choose to. BadmoonZ now picking up his tempered sword there and getting his Bombos medallion. Will he check the Ice Rod Cave? That is one of the most difficult locations to route. Even if you have the flute and boots, it's still a bit out of the way. So I would usually consider getting that out of the way now, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do.
Oh, but he has to be careful. One hit from one of those crabs is death right now.
He's got to be very... Thankfully, with the tempered sword, dealing with those crabs is not going to be that big of an issue. He just has to kill them before they kill him.
Yes. Although with them moving sideways suddenly, they can just ambush you.
Yeah, you do have to be careful with that. So, but again, 1 hit from a tempered sword takes him out. He gets through. He's getting through there without too much trouble.
Almost got hit by that 3rd one.
Yeah, that one almost got him, but he got through. Let's see if this pays off for him. We're still looking for a few good items here. What do we find? Just another bottle.
Yeah, well, that's another item they can use for potions later.
That's true. That's definitely not a terrible item to find, but not exactly what they were looking for, I bet. I think the play now is going to be Eastern.
No, BadmoonZ's going into Escape, because if he thinks this is Aghanim required, he can just gamble on Aghanim right now.
That's very true, but then again... You know, and with only the Moon Pearl being left, there's a strong possibility the Moon Pearl's on the pyramid. So I don't blame him for making that if he makes that gamble.
Meanwhile, Xirtanul did pick up their lamp and now realizes that they have Aghanim access. But yeah, there's a lot of places that the glove upgrades can be at. There's all of Eastern, there's Sarasala. King Zora's not actually on there.
No, currently right now they do not have any. They need at least Power Glove to get to Zora within logic. I mean, they can fake flipper there, but without a legitimate way to get there, it's the sequence break like that is a risky play. So I don't blame them for not taking it. Now Xirtanul now going to run the race game. He's not even going to check what item it is. He's just going to go for it, and he's going to probably opt to pick up those silvers.
Yeah, those were indeed the silver arrows. I don't see why. I think Badmoon must have been mistaken for an arrow booster.
I get the feeling he did, and if that's the case, he's going to regret that later, because that means Xirtanul's going to have an advantage when it comes to bosses like the Armos Knights, the Helmassar King, Argus, and a couple other places. Plus, Ganon himself going to be much easier for Xirtanul, so this is an advantage for him as he makes his way over to the Eastern Palace area.
Yes, and the bow is 100% required, so they can't miss it. Question is, it can come in later. And we're seeing Zelda's chest here. Looks like he's setting up a Death Warp.
Makes sense. Get that out of the way. And that was just a piece of heart there, so there wasn't anything important. Let's see what Sarhasala's closet has to offer here as Badmoon takes a Death Warp. We find heart container, big 20, and a piece of heart.
Yeah. And not getting the hint from him. And no surprise, with the lamp in tow, Badmoon is going to go all the way to the back of Sanctuary.
Makes sense. There's still that one item there.
No, they can go get all 4 of the items.
If they find the key. If there's a key in that chest, then they can go forward and get it. But otherwise,
right. Forgot about the detail.
And Power Glove!
Wow, nice. Yeah, we're seeing it. Oh wow, Xirtanul's already in Eastern.
Yep, he is in Eastern Palace. He's going to be checking those items there. But with that Power Glove, slightly less chance of an Aghanim Seed, but not by much. Finds the compass there in Eastern. But Xirtanul, Badmoon now, since he got the Power Glove, he didn't have the key. He's going to go into the back end of Escape through the graveyard. We know one of those chests is guaranteed to be a small key. What else he's going to find in there, though, we don't know.
I think one of them is the map, isn't it? Have we seen that?
He already found the map. Map was already found in the dungeon. So we know it's going to be 2 items. Flippers! There's the small key and powder.
Well, that's nice. Doesn't have to worry about health anymore.
Indeed, indeed. There's the other glove upgrade over there on Eastern.
So it is an Aghanim fake out.
Yeah. Well, there is still one possibility.
No.
If they still haven't found the Moon Pearl.
Okay.
They need the Moon Pearl. If they find that, then yeah, it's an Aghanim fake out because they can access Dark World early. But if they don't find it, it could be on the pyramid, which means it is Aghanim required.
Well, yes. And but there is one scenario beyond that we almost forgot to mention, and that is the Fat Berry.
There's the flute. Ooh, Eastern paying out big this seed. Holy cow.
I mean, you double dip Eastern all the time. You gotta do that.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Oh,
and the flute! What are those? Wow!
What the heck is this seed?
I was about to say this wasn't going to be a shade seed, but I have been proving wrong.
Well, we still have yet to find that one item that's going to troll them.
That's true. But I was about to say this was just a straight troll seed, but no. Now we're seeing the signs of a shade seed. We found at least enough both glove upgrades, boot, flippers, 3 sword upgrades, the lamp, and 1 medallion.
Yes, and Waterfall Cave is being checked right now on BadmoonZ. Meanwhile, Xirtanul's checking big key location. arrow booster on the. We have the big key there, and we only have 5 arrows. Now, getting back to what,
Go ahead. Sorry.
now, getting back to what I was saying here, there is the Pyramid Fairy still that is got to be on these players' minds. If they do not find Hammer, I believe Aghanim is required at that point because they cannot get the big bomb to the pyramid.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Xirtanul found the map in Eastern, which means Armos Knights have the last item. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to wait for that. He's gonna take. That's an interesting way to summon Zora, going that way. But let's see what Zora drops. The bow!
Oh my goodness, he is going straight to Eastern and getting that Titan's Mitt.
Yeah, this works out really good for BadmoonZ because this means he can complete Eastern fully and get that last item. Whereas Xirtanul is going to have to double dip. This really was a good routing call by Badmoon.
Yes, this was indeed. And he will know that it's temporary, that he just is there. He's going to be checking Bonk Rocks, most likely, yeah.
This really paid off for BadmoonZ here. It's like I've always said, it's about what routes you take and which routes pay off, and Badmoon is really efficient with his routing right now. Checking the Bond Cave, finding a big 20 in there.
And you know what? Because we know the Titan's Hit and Boots are available to them, that means that the Moon Pearl could be in the King's Tomb.
That's very true. They could check once he gets the Titan's Mitt, he can go back and check King's Tomb.
He is going up the mountain, though.
He is going to Death Mountain. This is a gamble here because there's only 2 items you can get right now: the Old Man and Spectacle Rock Cave.
Also,
so unless he finds the hook shot here, he won't be able to find much else.
Xirtanul has picked up the Titan's Mitts and as well as his flippers.
Yeah, this is an interesting race. I'm glad I got this one this afternoon.
So, here's the thing, BadmoonZ.
Hammer!
It was a complete fake out. A complete and total fake out.
Well, we still don't have the Moon Pearl.
Yeah,
we still don't know where the Moon Pearl is.
Also, Swag Nuts in the chat, folks. Xirtanul getting the bird uncorked.
I don't know which one side the audio's on, but everyone rise for the Link to the Past national anthem. Big 20 on Spectacle Rock. Single arrow in the cave, and the goose is loose for Xirtanul.
Hang on. No, never mind.
Holy cow, what a race we've got here, ladies and gentlemen.
This seat is insane.
It is. BadmoonZ now going to head over to Eastern Palace. He's going to be very excited with what he finds over there and realizing that he routed this very efficiently. Xirtanul now, he's going to go. He's not even going to check Hobo. Oh, he's going to regret that when he realizes what's there.
Well, we still don't know where that Moon Pearl is.
That's very true. Moon Pearl, at this point, let's see. What haven't we checked yet? We mentioned King's Tomb already. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can check. Aghanim. That's right, Aghanim's Cave. Thank you.
Yeah. A lot of people forget about Old Man number 2.
Yeah, he's a bit out of the way. And I've seen a lot of runs come down to Aghanim's Cave, so it wouldn't surprise me if that ends up happening here.
Well,
but
I tend to route him in when I get the loot, even if I don't have access to desert. Just because that 6 warp is pretty convenient for getting over near him.
Plus, you can check the ledge and desert to see if that's going to be coming to play later. That extra knowledge always coming in handy. Xirtanul now going to be getting his bow from Zora. $500, very well spent for a beautiful archery lesson.
Yes, and he even has the silvers to pair with it, so he will be absolutely shredding bosses coming up. Not many survive the might of silver arrows. There's only a select few.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to go right back to Eastern, and he's going to finish that up, get that last item from that. We know it's an item because we've only found 2 items in Eastern, 2 really good items, admittedly, but only those 2. Oh, now he's going to head over to Hobo. He's going to grab his boots here shortly. He'll be happy to find those. Oh, what a raid. BadmoonZ now picking up his Titan's Mitts. He'll be getting his flute here before long. And Xirtanul now reaching the hobo. He's going to be getting his boots. Das Boot.
And it seems that our restreamer is having a little bit of issues there. Sorry, folks. He's doing his best, so don't bash him a little too hard. Shout out to Sir Laugh Alive, by the way, for being our restreamer. And Crimson Avex is our tracker tonight. Or today, rather. Xirtanul's going back into Eastern Palace, going to go slay Armos with his newfound silver arrows, which aren't actually turned on right now. I hope he remembers to do that.
Yeah, a lot of runners can forget to do that, but we'll see what happens. BadmoonZ now going his way through. He does. He must. I think he just got the big key. Nope. He doesn't have the big key, so he's got to go get that from the vanilla spot. Yeah. Xirtanul is going to be able to basically go mode this, even because he's already been through here. But it's not really that big of a catch up, all things considered.
No. He is going to gain a little bit of time because he has the silvers to slay Armos Knights. BadmoonZ did not pick those up. When again, they are at the race game.
Yeah, if he doesn't realize that those are, if he honestly forgot didn't realize those were silvers and thought those were just an arrow upgrade, that is going to cost him in the long run. It may not be the game breaker, but it could be if these guys stay on a good enough pace.
Oh, he would need him an amazing lead if he wants to beat silverless versus silvers.
It's very true. We'll see how this plays out here. Xirtanul now already working his way into the back end of Eastern Palace. Going to be facing off the Armos Knights soon, and then we'll see what he finds and where that sends him.
Yes. Now, if I was BadMoon in this position, I'd just assume otherwise. Wait till I get the mirror, and then mirror after the digging game. I know I can't get the item that way, but you can at least make doubly sure what it is.
Unless he honestly felt that was an arrow upgrade, he won't even consider it, and that will cost him. And I honestly think that's what happened. Is I think he mistook those for just an arrow upgrade, and he's not going to think to go back to that. Xirtanul now working on the Armos Knights, and again with those silver arrows, which he does have equipped, he just one shot, one kill, good night. He is just blazing through and gets blue mail for his trouble.
That'll come in really handy for future fights. Blind, Cold Stare, Vitreous, and also, of course, Ganon. And you can see just how much of a difference having using silvers compared to not. BadmoonZ will have to fire 3 arrows into each of these Armos Knights. And Xirtanul is going to be checking them out and gonna get his hammer and realize that they are on a near full fake out. The only way right now that Aghanim is required is if Moonpearl's at Pyramid.
Yeah, which is still very possible. Right now we only have the King's Tomb and Aghanim to confirm.
Also, no, wait, we have one more location I just realized. Because of the hammer and the magic powder, we also have magic bat.
Oh, good point. Magic bat could potentially be an item. Oh, BadMoon could opt to check that since he's going to have to go back to Kakariko to activate his flute, which I think he's about to do now. And if he does check it, that could be big.
He might also double check and hopefully he'll double check the race game. No, he's gonna check King's Tomb first. That's just kind of smart.
Can't blame him for that play.
And nice use of the knowledge that you don't have to bonk to open it.
No, but you do require the boots, and there's the Moonpearl!
I called it! I freaking called it.
You did. It is a full fake out, giving you everything you need for Aghanim and then turn around and say, nope, you don't need it. Haha.
You know what would be a true fake out though? If we can replace the item that adds that Aghanim with something like the silvers, like saying, oh, you don't need these to beat the game, but if you want to make an easier time, you can go fight them. And Xirtanul making the same discovery. And once again, Swag Duck's at the ready for BadmoonZ releasing the duck.
Yep, the goose is now going to be loose for BadmoonZ. So now the question is where do they go next? I think the answer is pretty simple. Dark World time.
Yes, BadmoonZ will probably start with Village of Outcasts, considering where they are.
Oh, I think BadmoonZ is going to check that bat.
I mean, it makes sense. And yet we have not seen a single lick of Dark World just yet. Which honestly is something Badmoon could have done, is dip into that portal on the mountain if he was going to save Put Out. Just get that information real quick.
Yeah, but well,
Xirtanul is double checking.
All right, let's see what the bad gives us here today. It's going to be just a big 20.
The accursed big 20. Or as I used to call it, the Red Ruby Rage. There's a funny story with that. I played a seed once in which I was doing standard, and every single chest in the escape that wasn't a map or small key was 20 rupees.
Oh, I can understand that. Oh, wait a minute. Badmoon now. He is heading back. Oh, I think he did realize what was there. He is getting his silvers.
Yes. And Xirtanul is checking. We have a red pendant at Skullwoods. I think I saw a pendant at Turtle Rock as well. I didn't quite get
not just any pendant. I saw a green pendant at Turtle Rock.
I didn't see where the third pendant was though. Or the 5-6 for that matter.
Yeah, they checked that pretty quick, and unfortunately my restream stuttered a bit, so I couldn't get a full look at it. But nonetheless, green pendant at Turtle Rock, that is a troll and a half. I mean, it may not be likely that we'll find anything there, since we've already got a good amount of items, and the few items we do still need are items that are required for Turtle Rock, so that might reduce the chances of Sarasala having anything, but still. And it's okay. Crystal
Swamp and Thieves Town. I didn't get.
And I think I saw blue pendant at Ice Palace, if I looked at that correctly. It's either Ice Palace or Pod.
Yes. And this is something I need to point out here. If they find the hook shot, the only thing that makes it pedestal required at that point is if one medallion is required for Turtle Rock and the other one is at pedestal for Meyer. So the chances of us actually having a pedestal seat are extremely low. Also, Tracker, BadmoonZ has his silvers. We just saw him pick them up.
Yeah, he got those. There's the big keys. Xirtanul gonna let the Wall Master grab him, tend him back. BadmoonZ now checking out Village of Outcasts. Hasn't found much yet, and only finding a piece of heart in the Sea House.
Now, despite the fact that we do have a pendant skull, do you dip it? Oh, of course we're seeing it now, but
you dip it. You try to make sure you find both items, because when it comes to pendant dungeons, you check for the items.
Yeah.
Once you find both items, then you leave it alone. But we'll see. We'll see what he finds. I think he's already found Big 20, so he hasn't found much. There's a piece of heart, so Skullwood's not having anything of importance here. Let's see if Thieves Town offers anything of significance.
Yes, and there's actually a little bit of routing that I can do here. There is a little bit of a risk you can take here in Thieves Town, but they don't have to do it because they have the hammer, but I'll explain it anyway. He just got the small key really early on. What they could do is, if they are assuming that the big chest has nothing, or they won't be able to access it this run, is that they can use this small key to just skip the blind hallway going up and down. Just go straight to blind and sell, get the maiden, go out, and then just before they fight the boss, pick up the key then.
It's a gamble, though. It really comes down to whether or not there's an item in the big chest, and considering that I think they just found the map, the odds of that are pretty slim.
Yeah. But more importantly, they have the hammer anyway, so they are going to full clear it.
Yeah, it makes sense to at this point.
The gamble I'm referring to is usually only if you don't have the hammer. Because if you have the early big key, or the early small key rather, why not use it on the door or lead to the backside here? I mean, I've had a couple instances in which I found hammer along the way and would have regretted that decision, but again, that's a gamble you would take.
We'll see how that plays out for him here as BadmoonZ now working on the top end of Thieves Town. Xirtanul entering Thieves Town himself. He's not going to find too much here in the early part, but let's see what else we find. BadmoonZ setting up the blind hole there. Thankfully, he's got those tempered swords and 300 rupees there at the top.
I remember just now a seed I commentated that was pretty hilarious here. Basically, all 4 of the items inside Thieves Town were all 50 rupees.
Oh, God.
It was kind of funny because we consider that all the paychecks from all of his thieves.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping that it would be 350s and the blind was at 300 and was keeping the bigger cut.
That would have been funny. BadmoonZ now going to run through. He's going to pick up the maiden and check the chest there, and as well check the big chest on the way out. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, the small key's not found by this point. It's always going to be here. It's just to be started this time. And oh, that is that a maiden or a mummy?
I was gonna say it's a statue. It's a living statue with that gray sprite.
Jeez.
Gotta love these custom sprites. But let's see what's in the big chest here. Heart container.
Fortunately,
I don't think they found the compass yet, so I think that's what Blind's holding.
I think they did find the compass. We'll have to see. This will be a pretty trivial blind fight. Not only have Blue Mail and 9 Hearts, but they also have the Cadus Brian, which will just absolutely destroy him. Yeah, I think we just saw the compass. I'm not sure.
Well, if that's the case, then more than likely we're going to see an item here on Blind, and that'll be important. Let's see. He's not wasting time. He's going right for the cane strat.
Yeah,
I think he's going full cane strat, which is interesting since he has tempered sword. So, but I guess he doesn't want to take chances Blind hitting him. He wants to minimize the damage, which I don't blame him for. He's got to be very careful here. I would have saved that at least till the second phase, but nonetheless, he's getting his hits.
Because the thing about the Cadus Brian is it does deal fire source damage, which does kill Blind. But he hits him so often that his iframes don't run out, so you gotta wait for like 5 or 6 hits with the cane before it actually registers the 3 damage.
Yeah, but he gets through and he gets the map instead, and that was what he was holding.
Yes. Blind in his Braille map. But yeah. The only way you can actually do full cane strats is with half magic, because that way your magic doesn't run out on you.
Yep, BadmoonZ now going to check out, see what good old Alec Baldwin's got for him over at the dinging game.
Yeah, I just play the dinging here. I'm gonna say 12 digs, by the way. Nope. You got a prize on it, but it wasn't the prize he was after.
$24 digs, I think, was the final count, but only a big 20 for it.
Yeah. It's only worth it. He's most likely going to check Stumpy at this point. And there's the Stumpy check. Now, Stumpy has the mushroom.
Mushroom. Hashtag fetch quest.
I find that kind of ironic. I find that kind of somewhat dark.
Yeah, I kind of see that.
Well, he's turning into a tree for one thing, so you're just picking a mushroom off of his half-transformed body and just gonna give it to this random witch.
Yeah, that is some kind of dark. Anyway, now BadmoonZ gonna check out what I like to call the Prince Cave, because it's the artist formerly known as Hype Cave.
I started calling it Disappointment Cave myself. Let's see what it's gonna be.
Triple bombs to start off.
Return on his investment.
Fine. Hard container. Literacy. More triple bombs. And a 5-bomb upgrade. Not full trash kid, but not exactly hype.
Well, speaking of hype, we can now get the pedestal hype going.
Well, it's only if they find the mirror. They gotta find the mirror first.
Well, they can do it on the next save quit.
At this point, with the pedestal hype index being as low as it is, I honestly would not be surprised if they don't bother checking it.
Yeah.
Because there's little chance of there being anything there. I mean...
Yeah, both frauds are out. Cadence Mari's out. And depending on... So it really depends on the medallion placement. So it can be either one medallion in the one medallion that's not required for Turtle Rock, if they are different, or it is the hook shot. Those are the only two items.
Yeah, most likely. It's such a slim chance. Xirtanul now going to take Jeremiah on a little tour there. Get his mushroom. He's going to be doing that strat instead, not going to the digging game, which thankfully for us, we know that's the right call to make.
Well, he can't do digging game with Jeremiah in tow.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, he's going to not to do the digging games. He's going to go. We know doing the digging game is pointless.
We got a
so
catfish.
In his case, it works out.
We got a catfish check here. What does catfish have?
Let's see if something good.
Yeah,
just a piece of heart.
Yeah.
He's going to go ahead and take that.
And there's the save and quit. So, will he check the pedestal just out of sheer curiosity? Or will he move on? He doesn't have a means to go that far. He's checking the mushroom.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and turn that in really quickly. What does the mushroom have in store for us? Is it going to be just turning in, paying off for drugs, or is he actually going to get something good out of it? Just selling the drugs for money.
And not even enough money to buy potions.
No, but thankfully he's got more than enough at this point. I mean, he only needs, what, $110 rupees more for Kiki?
Yeah. And Xirtanul has turned in the blacksmith. The reward, pay 10 to get an arrow booster. Quiversmiths today.
Yeah.
And we're seeing Meyer.
We're getting a Meyer check here. What does Meyer have? It's Bombos, which means they can't open it. They can't do much in it right now. Well, they could, because they've got the boots.
So now, and that means that pedestal can only be hookshot.
Not exactly.
Actually, no, wait. We're forgetting something very important here, actually. The mirror.
Ooh, that is a very good point. The mirror is only required for Swamp Palace, which is a crystal, so the mirror is still in play as a pedestal item. Still low chance of a pedestal seed, but not dead.
Yeah, it is a low chance. And wait a minute.
Oh no, BadmoonZ gonna take a gamble on Ice Palace.
I don't like pendant ice, but if he finds something here, all the power to him. Meanwhile, I think Xirtanul is checking the pedestal.
We've got a pedestal check, ladies and gentlemen.
This is going to be the ultimate gain of information. And yeah, BadmoonZ realizing that Bombos does give him entrance to this. And it's just a hard... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Honk. I went with the Sunshine one.
So pedestal hype is now officially dead, ladies and gentlemen. We are guaranteed not to find anything there because we know what it is. How sad. I was really hoping that the trolling would truly be pedestal hype.
Oh, well now I'm going to predict a different troll. Hookshot in vanilla.
Oh, you evil man.
I've seen it happen. They did not like it, but I've seen it happen. Matter of fact, I think the last time I commentated a seed, I think it was also Quake there as well, and that was also required.
Well, let's see how things continue to play out as BadmoonZ working his way now through Ice Palace here. He has the hammer, he has Bombos, he can't full clear this though. It is risky with Bombos, especially without half magic, since you kind of have to use, this is a very magic heavy dungeon with all the things you have to use the Bombos or Fire Rod for, depending on what you have.
Oh, he can full clear it.
He can, I'm not saying he can, I'm just saying it's trickier. Because you have to really watch your magic reserves when you have so many things that need that much magic, and Bombos eats your magic up. Xirtanul now going to work on Pig Cave. Let's see what that has to offer for us.
Yeah.
Just 10 narrow upgrade.
The bigger quiver.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, BadmoonZ getting that Ice Palace bomb jump we know so well. It is. If there's any one bomb jump to learn, that's the one to learn.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, if you're going to ever get into speedrunning this game in any capacity, that is a bomb jump you have to master. So you definitely want to make sure you do know that one well.
BadmoonZ getting a steer icon penguin bowling alley.
Indeed. Xirtanul now going.
It just works.
Xirtanul now going to turn in the purple chest. We'll see what that has to offer for him. And it's just a big 20. And he is going, it looks like he's going to head over to either Agonist Cave or just go ahead and run right in the desert since he's got that literacy now.
He's going to do both, most likely.
Oh, yeah, most likely. And he's going into Agonist Cave first.
Compass on BadmoonZ. Yeah, compass on BadmoonZ.
Keep talking over each other. We're going to be careful.
Yeah.
Anyway. Here's
Is that vanilla?
I don't think so.
Only 5 rupees at Agna.
Ooh, 5 rupees. Not what he was hoping for there. We're still not finding anything. We're reaching that slow point in the run where we're having a hard time finding items. Just like 1 or 2 items that we're looking for. This is where things start to get interesting. There's a piece of heart there for BadmoonZ. And Xirtanul now, where is he going? He's getting his book out. He's going to desert. He's going to take the long way around and check the ledge.
The ledge has the other 5 rupees. Only 2 of those in the game. Meanwhile, BadmoonZ gonna deal with these freezers and see what they are guarding. There is a chest in this room.
Yep, and there's a big chest downstairs as well. He's gonna go ahead and set that up. Big 20 from the chest.
That is the second item. So this third item here could either be here, could be in the tea room, or it could be a cold stair. It is just a small key. Now, because of actually, I think because of the key logic, they did not need to bomb jump this, so I think Colster has an item.
I think you're right, and I think that's what BadmoonZ's counting on too, because he's going right for it. Xirtanul now going to check the east side of Desert since he found that small key. He's hoping to find one item in one of these 2 chests. He hasn't found anything yet. There's big 20, not what he was hoping for. That's one of the 2 items in Desert.
Oh, he's taking a gamble, actually.
I shall say that there's the compass. Thankfully, he's got the boots, so he can full clear this dungeon since he has the boots in the lamp. BadmoonZ now working on Cold Stare, using that Bombos medallion to quickly clear through the shell. And with completely botched the corner shot.
Yeah, he was a little early on his spin release. It's one of those things that's kind of hard to tell. He's going to do spin strats here. He should not have that much trouble. He does have the Cane of Brian to pull him out of a sticky situation. Just as a failsafe.
Indeed. Xirtanul finding the big key on the torch there in Desert. He's going to immediately check the big chest. And as he gets a piece of heart, BadmoonZ finishing up Cold Stare and finds the map, which means the last item is in that one chest. Oh, that's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt a little bit. Although he could just gamble and say it's nothing. Which I think is the smarter play right now.
Yeah, but smart, but may not be correct. If it's the wrong play, it could cost him big time. Let's see what he does. He's going back in for it.
Yeah, this is pretty much a good idea. Now, I'm surprised he didn't just go around and get it. I guess he is not aware that you can push the block on the other side of the pit. Leading to Colster, the upper one. Not many people do that, I think.
Yeah, it happens. Nonetheless, Xirtanul now going to work his way through the back end of Desert Palace, going to be taking on Landmolus. mean, we know we found both items already, so we know that this is going to be the map. I think either the map or compass. I'm not sure. Map, I think. Because I think he found the compass.
Yeah.
So he's gonna, but it's a crystal, so you got to clear it.
I like these pen gators, as they're apparently known. They are actually vulnerable to quake. They'll just die instantly to it. But the catch-22 is if they're in the middle of their jumping attack and in midair, they actually are immune to quake. So a little attention to detail there by the programmers. The original
Very well done. And with those silver arrows, Xirtanul
missing the
didn't quite get the one cycle there. He's gonna have to take this one out, but he gets it with the silver on the second shot. Takes him out, gets his map. That's our third crystal.
3 moles sharing a map. That was so confusing for them. And with that, where the heck is Xirtanul gonna go next?
He might make them play on Ice Pass. Oh wow, can I call it or can I call it? That's exactly where he's going. But first, he's gonna make a trip to the Ice Rod Cave.
Yes, we know this is a bottle, so that'll be helpful for him later. And BadmoonZ with some decent recognition here. He knows if he goes this way, he can get to the chest a little bit faster.
Getting a little caught up on those spikes there, unfortunately.
Did he bomb jump this, by the way?
I don't think he did. No.
Well, if he did, that's a little waste of time because he could just drop down the hole immediately, I think. Yeah, he could.
No, I don't think he bomb jumped. Okay, here's the room of the chest he missed.
20 rubies wasted his time. A lot of his time, actually.
Yeah, double dipping Ice Palace is never fun in any capacity, so you definitely want to avoid doing that if you can.
Oh,
so
but it was a crystal.
Hurt him.
So at least he did.
Running the dungeon was necessary. Double dipping it was not. That's the kick here.
Yeah. So he did lose a bit of time there. It's really too close to see who's in the lead right now, I think.
All right, so what's BadmoonZ gonna do now? I
think I know.
You think what I'm thinking?
Kiki the monkey.
He's gonna probably check Pyramid first because that's on the way. I don't think he checked that earlier. But yeah, I think after that
yeah.
Oh no, he did check it. It was a piece of heart. So yeah, the play is pod.
Yeah, because he also checked Catfish, remember?
That's why I just realized that, yeah, he did check that earlier. So, time to get a visit from everyone's favorite little extortionist, Kiki the monkey.
Yes. Let's hope he doesn't pay any more than 110 rupees.
Well, he can afford it if he has to double pay, but let's try to, you don't want to do that. That's money you could have gone to a potion.
Yeah. Or the blacksmiths, because they actually do charge you 10 rubies for their item.
Yeah, but we know that's not going to give him anything important, so... He gets through without any problems into pod, or as Dr. Bob Tastic likes to call it, the Mullet Mansion. Because all the keys are in the front of the dungeon, all the items are in the back of it, so just like any good mullet, it's business in the front, party in the back.
And to go along with that pun, there is this little bit of a tangle these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a glitch in version 27. If you're not careful, you can get key locked in pods, so you have to be very careful.
Yes.
But I think most of our runners have already worked their way around.
Well, not only that, but they have the bow, and that's the key reason for the key lock. No pun intended.
Indeed, so they don't have to worry about that here.
Yes, because the key lock specifically locks you from getting the bow if you use your keys poorly.
I'm sure our developers, we know our developers are aware of it and are probably already working out a solution to that problem as we speak, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yes, but I did hear something else. Apparently, according to the current tournament rules, we cannot change the logic until this current round, these rounds are complete. So, unfortunately, our runners, while aware of it, have to accept that risk.
But let's see what we find here in pod this time. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that problem this particular seed because we've already got the bow.
Throwing a bomb at the staircase.
Oops. Bit of a fumble there.
And there was 2 keys on the right side. This is exactly what the soft lock... Why this is a potential soft lock. Because...
Yeah, because you need the bow to get to those keys. But thankfully, again, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Oop, careful.
Now, you can avoid... Now, in a situation which you are scared of the soft lock, you can try learning what is known as the hammer jump, but the logic does not expect you to do that. And that will help you bypass one of the doors. I don't think either one of our runners will be doing it.
Not likely. There's a piece of heart there for BadmoonZ. Still not finding anything yet. This is a really slow point in the run here. We've not found any items lately. So this is interesting. We're going to have to see how this plays out. We're going to find something eventually. It's just a matter of when and what.
Yes. And there's Xirtanul getting his 20 rubies from the chest. Will he make the same gamble and will he double dip? Because that'll make up the lost time BadmoonZ did. BadmoonZ having a little bit of trouble hitting this crystal switch.
But he gets it, and there's the big key. Perfect time for that. It means he can check the big chest later on when he gets in there. Let's see what else he finds along the way, though.
Not going for hammer jump. And good recognition using the arrow to get rid of the Helmet Sword King. Or the Helmet Sword... Getting my names mixed up now.
Happens to all of us, my friend, as he makes his way through the dark maze now. Thankfully, he's got the lamp, so he's not going to be completely lost. There's big 20 there starting us off. Not much yet.
I've actually routed this in the dark myself, just with my memory. And if you actually hold right, or hug the right walls, eventually you find your way all the way to the exit.
Yep. Badmoon now finding a compass, and he also found a 5-bomb upgrade in the dark room. So still not finding anything yet. And Pod is a pendant dungeon, so if he doesn't find anything in these last 2 chests, he's likely going to opt to save and quit after this.
Yeah, this is a bigger risk, but again, large item density, there should be something here.
Yeah, plus, you know, the version 27 log tends to favor items in dungeons and really likes to tease you with items in pendant dungeons. So I don't blame him for making this, but it's not paying off. There's a piece of heart, so we've got 2 chests left to find downstairs. Again, if he doesn't find anything in these last 2 chests, he's going to save and quit out of here because there's really no reason to continue.
Well, best case scenario is they're both items, and that means the lamp... Oh, it's half magic!
Half magic, that's not too bad. Never required, always nice to find. And there's a key. And just like I said, save and quit. Bye-bye.
Yep, he doesn't need to fight the Helmet Sword King because all the Helmet Sword King has is the map. So, there's something interesting going on here. As it stands right now, the frickin' hookshot is MIA.
Yeah, we don't know where the hookshot is. We don't know where the mirror is.
We don't know where the fire rod is.
Nor the cane of Samaria. We don't know where either of the rods are because, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. Holy crap.
Uh-oh.
I just realized. What was the medallion required for Meyer?
Bump. Oh, you think about it? I was just thinking that myself. It might be time for them to dip into Meyer. And I have a feeling Xirtanul might do just that because he's in that area right now.
They are missing way too many items, and I think Meyer is the last place they can check for some form of progression.
Yeah, they can't do... We know Pod doesn't have anything. They can't do Swamp. We've already checked Skull Woods. We can't do Turtle Rock yet because we don't have the cane.
We can't even do Hera because we don't have the mirror.
Yeah, we can't do Tower of Hera, so I think Xirtanul might be on the right track here. I think the next play is Meyer.
And we've checked everywhere in the overworld that we can check, with the exception of Spike Cave. So the odds are there's a progression item here, and if there isn't, then it's absolutely a Spike Cave. And what a troll that would be!
I've seen it happen before, but let's see. Is Xirtanul now going to make his way into Misery with Meyer? BadmoonZ now working on Desert Palace since he knows he can clear that. We know we won't find anything here, but it's still good to get it out of the way because it is a crystal.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, what item, progression item do you think is going to be in here?
Oh, that's a good question. Whatever it is, it's gonna technically be our Shade Seed item because it's been so long. This is gonna be the item that clinches it. And since I called it earlier, Vanilla Cane.
I'm gonna go one step further. I'm gonna say Hookshot because they needed the boots to get in here.
I don't doubt it.
And the logic does take bonk jumps with the boots into account with its item placement.
It does. So either one of us could be correct here. This is, I definitely don't discourage the thought. We'll see how this plays out.
What if we're both right? That both the items in here are the cane of
God. I wouldn't put it past this game. I wouldn't put it past this randomizer.
Spike chest is
just a small key. So we're still looking.
Yeah. Now, do you do what I think is known as the figure 8 here, or do you just go straight to the cutscene room? Because what I do is I get the switch flipped, get the torches lit, and if I have the big key at that point, I double back, check the 2 chests on the other side, and then I go to cutscene room if I still need to.
We'll see. He's gonna light the torches. He's going up.
Yeah. I don't usually go down if I don't have to. And that would be
most tend not to, but we'll see what this plays out. There's another small key, so we're probably going to see an item in the big key room.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I think we'll see the big key because I think that's a logic quirk in this thing.
Oh yeah, well there's still that one chest on the where you have to hit the switch on the bridge.
Yeah, but it's usually, from what I understand, if it's a small key here, then it can't be an item or something like that. I might be mistaken. It's been a while since I heard that information. It has to dodge these wizards as well. Not exactly a fun room.
No, it is not.
And there we go. The screen is shaking.
Most annoying cutscene in the game. Takes forever to do, and you don't even see what it's doing.
Yes. For those inexperienced with how from The Legend of Zelda, it makes this room wider, actually, the one that he just fell in.
Yeah, that's how you get to the vanilla big key, and it's vanilla big key. So you called it earlier.
I guess that logic line was true after all.
Very much so. But there's still a few chests to check along the way. We still have yet to find any items in Meyer yet, and there's only 2 of them. With so many chests to check, you have to look.
Now, I've had this happen before, so I'm going to call it. Remember how I said Hookshot, which could potentially be in here? I've had it be in the big chest.
See, there's the mirror!
Mirror has been found. That opens up Hera. That opens up the east side of Death Mountain.
And that opens up the bottom end of Swamp Palace as well. So that opens up a lot of areas. Ooh, this is tricky. Let's see what we find here. There's another small key. He's not...
That means it's either on Vitreous, which means it's Samaria locked, or it's across this bridge in which they have to dash across. And I have had, again, the hookshot right here, and it's the map! So the second item is locked behind Vitreous,
which we can't get to right now because we need the Cane of Samaria. So the mirror was the only thing they can find.
And making the smart call here, Xirtanul's going to check Checkerboard Cave before safe quitting.
Makes sense. I definitely agree with this idea. You want to see what's up there. just a heart container in the checkerboard cave. So, but we have at least a couple of dungeons we can now check. We've got at least most of Swamp Palace and Tower of Hera, and it looks like he's going for Hera.
And it looks like, unfortunately, our restreamer is having significant issues. We apologize for that, folks. He is doing his best, and he will try. And like he said, he will try to figure this out. So, but hopefully you're enjoying the stream even for what it is. This is a great race. Follow these runners.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, give Xirtanul and BadmoonZ a follow on Twitch. They definitely deserve your love and support for the hard work they're doing.
And also, maybe a shout out to Seraphalot, who, while he's having these technical issues, is a great person, is a great runner in his own right. Great commentator, great restreamer.
Yep, Xirtanul now going to check the Ether tablet, finds Big 20 there. And now I think the play is Tower of Hera.
Yes, and let's also not forget about Crimson Axia, our tracker. I think I got that right.
Now, bear in mind that because we have the hammer, we can also check East Death Mountain at this point.
20
so we'll be checking.
Is the first time in Hera.
So he is hoping to find the big key in this chest here up top. Otherwise, we're going to have a basement run, and it is big key.
Now,
basement run held off for the time being. If he finds another item along the way, then we know there won't be anything in the basement, so that's what he's hoping for, and there's 3 chances for that. It's either in one of the 2 chests up halfway up, or there's going to be an item on our good buddy Trolldorm.
Or Trolldorm going to have the key to let you in the basement.
Oh, don't say that. They don't want to hear that. Don't be mean.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be realistic here. I've had that happen before several times.
Well, let's see what we find here. There's the compass.
Bomb jump time.
Bomb jump across the pit since he doesn't have the hook shot.
Looks good to me. Sets up the bonk variant.
There's the small key. So at this point, it's down to either the map or the item.
Did he flip the switch, by the way, before coming up here?
I don't know if... I think he flipped it on the way out. I don't know.
No, he did not.
Nope. No, he did not. But he doesn't need it. He's got Tempered Sword. Trolldorm's not going to be that big a deal.
Yeah. It's just that if I have to come to Hera early, I like to have that switch down for the healing availability.
True, but we're not exactly early. We're an hour in at this point.
Yeah. And Trolldorm drops the map.
Oh! It's in the basement! Final item in the basement!
And there's... Which means, time to see a tile room, folks!
Get your coffee break strats ready.
I can't do the coffee break strats. I don't have the intermission music from Earthbound.
Nice one, nice.
BadmoonZ getting caught by one of the public watch. I don't know what they are.
They're pointless in this game, but Xirtanul set up the room, so he's got his bathroom break ready.
Yeah, he's using the blocks there, although that is kind of an awkward position. He might be... Hopefully he's not stuck.
That would be problematic, but we'll see. BadmoonZ now getting his arrows from the swordsmith. Xirtanul gets through, no problem. Now let's see if this was worth it. We still haven't found any great progression items since the mirror. What is this tower holding? It is Bloomerang.
Well, at least now they can get stun prizes, and who knows, maybe the stun prize is a fairy, so I don't have to waste magic. We
shall see. He's going to take the cue. He's got his hammer. He's going to go check East Death Mountain. We've got at least 8 items, if not more. Actually, more than that, because we can check Dark Death Mountain, thanks to everything we found. We've got... what was that? Okay, just 10 arrows on the floating island.
Yeah. What? Okay, I thought he was entering Paradox Cave without checking Oh, is he?
He's going right to Dark Death. He's gonna go check He's gonna check Turtle Rock.
I mean, that's a smart play. Get the medallion requirement here.
Indeed. What is it? It is Quake.
So the medallions were different, but not in the way that will make it pedestal required, unfortunately. We already know that the pedestal is not required, but actually, you know what? It's vanilla.
I was just thinking that too. Yeah, it's vanilla medallion for Turtle Rock. You need Quake, which is the vanilla setup here, but he's going to check the Super Bunny Cave. And we find 5-bomb upgrade and big 20.
Yeah, Sync 20 grabs here. BadmoonZ getting his from the purple chest. And
is BadmoonZ going to go check Spike Cave?
I think so. This could give him an edge to get in the game, though.
If it's Hookshot, then definitely, or if it's like Kane. But you know, if it's Kane, would be perfect because then he could full clear Meyer while getting the mirror. So you know, this is a gamble, but it's potentially a big one if it works.
And there is the Spiral Cave check. We are seeing it now. He's trying to get a little help here. I would have Magic and the Cane of Brian. This should be pretty easy.
Yeah, he shouldn't have too much trouble with this. So we'll see if this pays off for him. Meanwhile, Xirtanul now finishing up the Spiral Cave. Thankfully, he had the boots. So what does he find? Bee in a bottle.
Yeah. Now, I want to just point a little fun thing I like to do involving the Spike Cave. Going out 20 rubies, by the way, not worth it. When I want to go out the Spike Cave normally, those little stairs between the chest and the ground, you can actually set up the
speed glitch.
Yeah, the speed glitch, and just equip the cane at that point and just dash out like.
There's the hook shot. Hook shot in Paradox Cave along with the red meringue. Ooh, Xirtanul with the play once again, and we still haven't even checked the top of it. There could be more up here in this room. This is why I call those the Paradox Cave the new hype cave, because there always seems to be good items here. Yeah. We find a heart container and 10 arrows on the right. What do we find on the left? We have triple bombs, red potion, and a big 20.
That's our fourth bottle, and I like to call it Mountain Hype Cave. I've always have.
I definitely don't disagree with that. Xirtanul finding the play that he needed. He's got the hook shot now, which means he can full clear Swamp Palace as well. That works out really well for him. So we are just a cane away from go mode.
Oh my goodness. Do you dive into Turtle Rock though?
You can't. You need the cane to get into Turtle Rock.
No, after the cane is found, do you dive into Turtle Rock?
No, you don't need to, because again, we're only a cane away from go mode. If you've got the cane, you're done.
Oh, right.
Turtle Rock is out of the equation completely. We will not be seeing Turtle Rock this seed at all.
Right, I forgot that Skull was the pendant. I've actually, no, we're not done yet, I don't think.
We have 2 dungeons left. We have, well, actually, yeah, for Xirtanul, there's 2 dungeons left. We've got Meyer and we've got Swamp Palace. So yeah, once we find the cane, those are the only 2 dungeons we have left, is to finish Meyer, which you need the cane for, and you can already full clear Swamp Palace.
But don't we need the fire rod for Ganon's Tower?
Oh, good point. Depends on where the big key is.
Even then, I would prefer having it for the 2 fire rooms at the top.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Okay, so fire rod is still out there, but that's, even then, I don't suspect that's going to be in Turtle Rock, because you need it pretty early on for some of the rooms in there as well. So I wouldn't count on it being there.
I have seen Problems IRL, a very well-decorated runner. He had a seed once in which the key logic led him all the way down to Laser Bridge, where his fire rod was.
Well, at this point, I wouldn't gamble on that just yet. I'd wait. We still have to find the cane just to get to it. So I think Xirtanul's making the right play. Swamp Palace. You've got to go to Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I'm not denying that this is the play, because he has to find the cane here. Ideally, if you find... means the fire rod here, that's a definite go mode.
Absolutely. We are just a cane and a fire rod away from go mode, and it's a very good chance that both of them in here. There's, I believe, 6 item chests in Swamp Palace.
Yes.
So if you're going to find 2 items, this would be the dungeon to find them. And let's not forget, Misery Mire still has 1 item.
And that could be the fire rod. I also dislike the fact that Vitreous can have the bow. It's just like an ultimate. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need this to quick kill me?
I've seen that happen before, and it's mean. It is so mean. But let's see what happens here. Xirtanul now working his way through Swamp Palace.
So yeah, I'll just say this much. If they find the cane, it's a Schrodinger's go mode. If they find the fire rod and then the cane, then it's a true go. Well,
let's see what happens here. First chest we can find, there's a piece of heart. Most likely he's going to check left side since we know there's going to be items in here.
Yeah, fire rod may not be required if you use your magic just right, but there is the fact that the right side big key almost demands a fire rod.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways to get around that. There is a bomb jump that you can do for that room, but it's very difficult to do. So I wouldn't blame anyone if they decided to not go mode into Ganon's Tower without it. But we'll see what happens here. Xirtanul now checking this.
I actually commented to see the other day in which they did not find the fire the entire time. Lamb was their fire source. And they're like, okay, they're still missing fire rod. They can find any chest. First chest was open, it was fire rod. Second chest was big key.
Oh, jeez.
It was right at the base of the staircase on the right side.
That is evil. But again, that's how chaotic a randomizer can be. We don't know where any items are, so it could be anywhere. We'll have to see. As Xirtanul now working his way through Swamp Palace. It's all we're pretty much watching Xirtanul exclusively because we know he's the one finding new stuff. There's the compass. Still not finding it. Hasn't even found a big key yet. Is he gonna go check left side? No, he's gonna gamble on it being in the back end. He's gonna go straight to Argus, and and then maybe double dip if he doesn't find everything.
Now, actually, there's one thing Xirtanul has not checked yet, and that is the other 2 mirror overworld locations: Graveyard Ledge, as well as the one below Haunted Grove.
That's true. That is very true. There are still a couple spots he could check.
But it looks like BadmoonZ is following the same logic and is going to go to Hera.
And oh boy, the Mirror Cave below the Dark Grove is a place that I've known notorious to hold items out. There was a run I commentated a while back where they completed Ganon's Tower with only Fighter Sword, and only as they were checking things finally found it in Mirror Cave. There's the map. There's the key!
That's gotta be Kane! But
call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane!
And I'll say it now, Schrodinger's go mode once again.
Yeah, and Xirtanul not even he is go-moding this completely. He's not even checking that last chest. I don't think he's looking for Fire Rod.
Oh, wait. He realizes, I think.
Yeah, I think he realizes he needs that Fire Rod. He's got to check. He's got to check it after all. That was close. He almost forgot about that. Well, and there's the big key. Oh, that is a tease.
Yeah.
So right now we are essentially in a Schrodinger's go mode because we need that Fire Rod. Most likely because, and even if we're not for the big key, then we still got all those other torch rooms hiding up in the top end of Ganon's Tower. So I wouldn't blame him if he's not feeling if he doesn't feel full go mode yet. But let's see what Argus has. For all we know, Argus may be the one holding the Fire Rod, and I'm sure that's what he's counting on.
Yes, and unfortunately, and it looks like Argus is giving a little bit of trouble, not too much.
Not too badly. He's going to get his silvers out. If he does this right, he can one-shot Argus with it.
And gets the spin at least, so he's going to do double spins. Which
not too bad at all. Let's see what Argus drops. Just triple bombs. He's probably going to have to double dip into Swamp Palace to check the left side. Slightly easier compared to a lot of other dungeons, but, you know, you want to try to avoid double dipping if you can help it.
Yeah, and BadmoonZ taking the traditional route to the big chest. Gonna get a small key. We know the other items in the base, and it's not worth it. So let's hopefully he makes that gamble. But at this point, I would say...
Xirtanul's not gonna check it. He is gonna gamble on the fire rod being at Vitreous.
I mean, that's a safe enough gamble. He can also gamble that the fire rod's in Ganon's tower. And again, the worst case scenario is that it isn't Turtle Rock.
All right, BadmoonZ now picking up his crystal from Tower of Hera. We know, you know, he's got the mirror. He may opt to do Swamp first, which is be the right call since we know, well, he's going for basement, but we know that going to Swamp would be the smarter play because that means he could full clear Misery Mire in one go. So this will work out for him in the long run.
No, he can't.
If he does Swamp first, yes, because then he'll have the cane.
He doesn't have the hookshot yet. It's in Paradox, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. He'll probably, yeah, knowing him, he'll probably check that first since he's right here.
Yeah. Get the hookshot, then he can full clear.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And excellent block place on Xirtanul's end. Moving on to the rest of these rooms.
Yep, Xirtanul having no trouble getting through these dark rooms, thankfully with that lamp in tow. So it's coming down to this at this point.
Yes. And unfortunately, he does not have that half magic, so Ganon's going to be a little bit of a dicey issue. Not a lot, but...
If he's smart, he might opt to stop by the potion shop, stock up on blue potions. He's already got one in already on him, so it may not be that big of a trouble for him, but let's see how he handles Vitreous. Very nice clear there. No trouble at all. What does Vitreous have on him?
The shovel!
The shovel! Oh, the shovel. What a tease! What a tease!
BadmoonZ getting his third bottle with the B in it. It's another Vitor B.
All right. Now, since he may opt to go to create the Ganon's Tower, let's go ahead and get it started now, folks. There are 22 possible item locations inside of Ganon's Tower where the big key may be located at. Where do you think it's going to be hiding? Get your guesses in chat. Wolf, where do you think it's going to be?
I know it was the compass chest, but that one's off the table. I'm going to still stick with it. It's going to be the compass chest, the one that spawns the holes.
You think it's going to be in that room, huh?
Yeah.
You think it's going to troll him like that, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say torch. I think it's on the torch.
That'll be interesting as well. But yeah, if they go right side first, it's 6. If they go left side, it's 21 if they include Ice Armos. So I'm basically all for the right side gamble if you can do it, which is kind of why I wanted them to find that fire rod. And the guesses are slowly trickling in chat for me. Is your chat slow?
Yeah, I think it's just there's not that many people watching today, unfortunately. I think everyone's watching the main channels right now. There's a lot of tournaments going on today. It's not a big deal.
All right, that's fair enough. I just wanted to make sure my pop-out was working properly.
It is. I'm saying it's working. And Xirtanul now opening up Ganon's tower. This is it, folks. This is where his gamble is going to either pay off or backfire on him. Now, if it,
BadmoonZ using the mirror strats to get through Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, he does have his hook shot though, so he made the right call going that way first. But let's see what Ganon's tower has to hide. He's going to start on the right side. And there's a small key there. And Big 20, he's going to opt to go ahead and go move over to the left side. He's hoping that the big key is on the left side. Let's see. What does Bob's torch have for us today?
It is a
small key.
And
he's going to pick that up. Rip Bob.
Now,
all right.
The fire rod could be in here.
That's what I was just thinking too.
And what a troll would be if they had to get the fire rod on the left side to get the big key on the right.
Oh, that would be evil. Let's see what happens here. There's piece of heart. We've got ice rod.
The wrong rod.
Not quite. not the rod we're looking for. Triple bombs and small key. Oh. This game is teasing us, Wolf.
It is indeed. Nice execution there, getting across the gap rooms, and now checking the firebar room.
There's the big key!
All right. Now, he's still going to have a bit of issues climbing the tower with the 2 fire rooms along the way. But other than that, yeah, he's in go mode.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it, ladies and gentlemen. Xirtanul is now officially in go mode!
And yes, folks, for those wondering, he can reach all of the torches he needs to with the lamp. But the thing is, it's a little bit of a dicey one, especially with that upper right torch in the falling tile room.
Yeah, that room alone in general is going to be the trickiest room of the bunch because you have a very small window of time to get those torches and then get to the door before the tiles give way and make it impossible. So he is really hoping he can pull this off. If he does, then it's his race to win. You know, it's pretty much it's GG at that point because BadmoonZ is just so far behind. But if he can't pull it off, it could give BadmoonZ a chance to catch up. Not a big one, because he still has 2 dungeons to clear, but a chance.
Yes, and we will see if the fire rod's here in Swamp Palace as BadmoonZ is working his way through it. Unfortunately, BadmoonZ will be leaving us in the tournament, most likely.
It's looking that way.
Unless some severe shenanigans happen. Like, we're talking constant failure to Ganon.
Or the very minimum, we could see him, Xirtanul, just not being able to pull out those torch rooms and have to go find that fire rod. That would be BadmoonZ's chance. If he finds it and Xirtanul cannot get through those torch rooms and has to go back for it, that could be BadmoonZ's chance to take this race. It is down to those torch rooms that makes the difference.
Yes. But even then, Xirtanul does have a potion, so he should have no problems with his magic reserves.
Well, he's coming up on said torch rooms now, so this is the deciding factor.
And BadmoonZ getting the compass.
Will he check left side?
He will not.
He's not gonna. He's gonna make the same gamble Xirtanul did. So this could that may be some. We'll never know what was on that left side.
And there is the time crunch. Oh! Very near thing.
All right, here we go. Ooh, cut that a little close there. It's going to take some damage from that one ball, but he gets through.
Yeah, no problem at all. What ironic. Wouldn't it be ironic, by the way, a validation fire rod? And you had to do that?
Oh, that's evil. That is evil.
I wonder if the logic allows for that, actually. And good recognition there, using the fairies and then getting the help from the powder.
Yep, he is in full shape now. He's on to Troll Dorm 2. He's got his hook shot ready to go. He knows he can easily a spin and a swipe. Down goes Troll Dorm 2. No problem whatsoever. Will he check the last chest? He will, and it's a 5-bomb upgrade.
Yeah, 5-bomb upgrade. The kill against Moldorm has been validated. And I guess if you want to do the meme, the run.
It's a joke, folks.
I turned the joke and made it into a reality. It verifies your kill against Troller 2 and makes it count.
It's still not legit. I've been personally trying to kill that joke because I'm not happy with it. But he's on to Aghanim 2 now. Nice double hit there to start things off.
Well, even though Troller does respawn when you go back, if you fall in that room, the chest will still be there if it's opened.
And a triple double from Xirtanul takes out Aghanim 2, and now it's time for the big pig.
Yep, time to fight the pig.
Who wants some bacon?
We already have a bacon sword, so I guess we get double dose of bacon?
I call that a Cheeto sword, personally.
I've heard it called multiple things. I like to think bacon's the better one, because...
Yeah, it's too bright and orange for bacon. I call it the Cheeto sword.
Yeah, fair enough. Dorito sword.
Dorito sword I can go with.
And what is our fact today? Oh, don't stand! I love this.
Don't stand so close to me.
Is that actually a song, or is it just?
Yeah, that's a song.
Oh, wow.
Remind me how old I am.
Sorry, not my intent.
I know.
BadmoonZ most definitely has his Cadence Samari at this point. Don't know if they double dip because we were busy watching Xirtanul.
Ooh, Xirtanul needs to be very careful here. He's going to go ahead and opt to use his blue potion, even though he had full magic, because he was down to 1 heart, and those Ganon hugs are deadly. Even those fire bats can be painful.
Yeah, so it looks like he'll have no more issues at this point. Just has to worry about Ganon and his teleports. And oh, that would have been a nice. Oh, no, he was out of position for a triple, I think.
Sets up the torch glitch, making sure he doesn't have to worry about his magic too much there. Not a bad choice to make. Oh, yeah. Tried to get the double, couldn't quite get it.
It's the 4 singles, and that is the pig down. We have bacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, GG to Xirtanul. We're going to wait for him to walk into the door here. Very nicely done.
And
what a race.
Yes, and we have an official SRL time in first place with 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 23 seconds. This was a pretty fast seed. Jeez. This wasn't I don't think it was one of your seeds. I think this was a jet seed.
I wouldn't call it that. We had a lot of trolley items there. I think that Cane of Samaria was the shade. Actually, I called it. The Cane of Samaria was indeed the shade seed item. That was the item that trolled them.
Yeah, it didn't troll as much as one item led to another. And you know what? My logic did sort of pan out too, although not in the right order. The flippers were required to get the Samaria. Just not the hammer.
Yeah. Oh, man, but what a race.
Yes. I missed the Triforce message, by the way. I wasn't looking.
I wasn't paying attention at that point.
And BadmoonZ has collected Myers crystal.
All right, and Xirtanul now joins us here in the channel. GG, sir.
Yes. And your opponent has just finished Misery Mire, so you had quite a lead there. Neither one of you has found the fire rod yet, though. Were you afraid about that going up the Ganon's tower?
Might want to check your mic there, Xirtanul.
There we go. I had it muted. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, you hear? I'm assuming you heard my question then.
Yeah, I did. Well, at first I was going towards Argus, and I was like, wait, that waterfall chest could have the fire off. Might as well just go back to check it. And then I was thinking, I think I saw some kind of GIF once from Evanitis on how to do fire rothless Ganon Tower. And I was like, well, if I don't find fire rot, let's just try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out for you. You were able to complete the game and knock the BadmoonZ out of the tournament.
Yeah, congratulations on that, by the way. And GG to both of these runners. They are putting on a heck of a show. I'm still wondering where that fire rod was.
I have no idea, but then again, there are so many locations which I didn't check in this seed where it could have been.
Yeah, your opponent also did check left side.
Yeah, I think it's in left side swamp because that's the one major area neither of you checked. Both of you skipped that.
And neither one.
But then again, it could be anywhere in Ganon Tower because fire rot was technically not needed for this seed.
Oh, anywhere except right side. Because I think they expect you to have fire rod to get to right side.
Yeah, that's true, but yeah, Big Q was on left side, so logic-wise, it did not expect us to have fire rot.
Well, it wouldn't have locked it, but anyway, that's not the point.
Nope, but I'm very happy about that.
Yes, BadmoonZ is just now entering Ganon's tower.
So aside from that, what else? How did you feel about the seed at this point?
I was actually overwhelmed at the early game. I thought like 20 minutes in that all the items that were thrown at us, except for Dark World Access, I was like, what is this? Are we going to get like full inventory apart from Moon Pearl, so we still need to do Aghanim?
That's what we were saying. It took so long for you guys to find that Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
Hiding in King's Tomb.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting that it was actually what I call an Aghanim fake out. Because you found everything you needed to go fight Aghanim first for that Darkhold access, but then you guys found the Titan's Bits and Hammer respectively, and then Aghanim was just completely dead.
I was actually saying to myself literally like, well, if Eastern doesn't have anything, I'm just gonna blind go Aghanim, because, well, we found Tempered Sword and Lamp extremely early.
Yeah. Around the same time you found the Power Glove in Eastern, your opponent found the other Power Glove in the escape.
Okay.
So it was roughly at the same time. Not exactly synced, but it was quite interesting to say the least. And then when your opponent found the hammer, that was it. That just killed Aghanim on the spot. So he went up the mountain immediately after finding his first glove upgrade.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because, well, at that time, the only thing we lacked were boots, I think, for that, but I have no idea where the boots were again.
They were on Hobo.
Oh, yeah, of course they were Hobo. Well, I was going Zora first, and it had the bow, and I was like, well, I can do Eastern Palace now, so let's just route the Hobo in there as well. And I'm really, really happy I did that.
So your opponent actually made a minor mistake right at the beginning. They checked the race game with their eyes, but didn't realize that was silver arrows. Until a few minutes later, I'm like, what? And
either he didn't realize it, or he didn't go for it until later on.
Yeah, he didn't go for it. Yeah, he already defeated Helmsor with the bow, with the regular arrows at that point, or not Helmsor, Armos.
Armos Knights, yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised to find silvers that early, especially, well, usually when you find silvers, like, within 10 minutes of the game, you find bow and, like, T-Rock Laser Bridge, but this time it was actually quite okay.
Yeah. I am still kind of interested where this fire was supposed to be. Because neither of you checked any of the mirror locations.
I think the only one I checked was Checkerboard Cave, but that's about it.
Yeah, neither one of you checked the ledge south of Haunted Grove. Neither one of you checked Graveyard Ledge. So that fire could still be out there.
Did he happen to check Fat Ferry, Pyramid Ledge, or Catfish?
Nope. Well, Catfish was checked. That didn't have anything.
Neither did, I think there was just another heart piece on the pyramid. Either that or hard container. There was nothing.
No, it was heart piece. Yeah, it was heart piece. So those two were out. It was just Mirror Cave south of the Grove and the Graveyard Cave. Those are the only two mirror spots that we had. Those are the two main overworld spots that weren't checked. And of course, like I said, left side swamp, maybe like by some miracle early Turtle Rock, though highly unlikely. It's still possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had still have Bombos sampled up as well.
Yeah, there's that too.
But yeah, I think, well, I really have no idea where that fire was. Maybe it was further in Ganon Tower. I really don't know.
We'll never know because BadmoonZ's already working his way up the main part of the tower, so we'll never see it. It is lost in mystery.
Well, I mean, Xirtanul can look for it after the fact and then probably put in the spoilers in the Discord, but details.
Well, actually, according to V27 logic, I was actually expecting that fire rod to be somewhere like in validation chest. Just to rub it in, like, well, here you go, you have it for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
We were thinking that too. We were like we were joking like that when we were like, oh, I wonder if it's gonna be like right before you opened it up as you were heading into Troll Dorm True, that we were thinking, oh, what would it be? Would it be funny if that's with your validation chest item?
Yeah. Yeah, not much. There's actually not much in the way of defense too. Neither one of you found the red mail, any of the shields, which I assume most of them were probably in Turtle Rock to begin with.
Judging by the last two seeds I played, well, there's probably a shield on Trinax.
I wouldn't doubt it, but obviously since Ice Rod was in Ganon's Tower, you were never gonna find that.
Nope.
And BadmoonZ is just now getting through the torch rooms.
Oh, but he couldn't quite do it. He slipped right at the last torch.
Yeah, the main time sink that your opponent did that gave you an edge, he went to Palace of Darkness. And while that didn't pay out for him overall, he did find half magic there.
I was actually thinking of going pod because we had hammer, bow, and lamp, so we could like completely finish it, but I was just distracted by all the other pieces of candy in the seed.
Yes,
You say distracted, I say guided. Because it guided you in the right direction there.
Yeah, and the chest before Molden was only 20 rubies. That's the one of the chests you didn't open.
I could have a quick look-see at all the mirror spots if you want.
Yeah, why not?
It's your call. It's you're done, so you can check it.
Yeah, your opponent just finished Moldorm too, so they'll be building a little bit before we get in for an interview here.
So, were there any spots which you think they are, or just randomly check spots which you haven't checked yet?
Well, the mirror spots come to mind immediately. I'm not sure which ones you'll check in order, but
I'm probably going to check Bombos, then South of Grove, and then Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah. That sounds like
Yep, that sounds good. And then after that, I'd say check left side swamp. See what that has. Ooh, almost had a triple there, but I think those two hit at the same time, so that only counts as one hit.
Also, now that I think about it, did anyone get their eyes on Bumper Cave?
Oh, I don't think they did. I don't think Bumper Cave was ever even looked at.
Yeah, I checked Bumper Cave. I think it had a 100 rupee.
The singular 100. Yeah, I must have missed it too. The singular 100 rupees.
BadmoonZ now finishing up Aghanim 2, heading off to Ganon. Oh,
yes, it's
man,
time for
what
him
a race.
to fight the pig.
All right. So as he's doing that, let's see if you find the let's see what the Bombos tablet has.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you since I'm a bit ahead of you guys.
Appreciate it.
All right, so let's see what's in Bombos. As the magic goes off.
Just a piece of heart.
I think my main gut tells me that it's somewhere in T-Rocco.
That would be, if it's in Turtle Rock, that is evil beyond evil.
Well, that means
you do know who's in commentary, right, Shades?
Yeah, me. Though I called the Key to Samaria to beat the Shade Seed item, and technically that's what it was, because that was the last item you guys found.
Yeah, it was a forced double dip in Mire with that mirror find right there. Oh wait, I still have a shovel spot as well.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we found the shovel on Vitreous. Oh, 50 rupees in the mirror cave. That wasn't it.
Nope. Meanwhile, BadmoonZ is on phase 3. 1 hit left of phase 4. And we are starting the phase 4 fight.
He's going to set up his torch glitch as well, looks like, or at least he attempted to. All right, let's see. Nope, 10 arrows in the dick spot, so not in the Sacred Grove.
I thought it was Haunted Grove, but details if you can.
I always called it that.
The pig has
There we go.
And we have the race completed. BadmoonZ finishes his last run in the race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 11 seconds. GG to him, and follow both of these runners. They put on one heck of a race for you folks.
Also, the Triforce message there, Wolf, was just GG.
Seed's doing it for us as well.
I would have actually expected a B-Torp was here with the 2 Bs we found in a bottle.
Yeah, we found 2 B-Torps.
Badmoon actually managed to get it, and there's Badmoon speaking of which.
Hi.
Hi.
GG, Badmoon.
GG.
Good game, man.
We still do not know where the fire run is. Xirtanul is currently checking, but oh, that seed, man.
Oh man, that one, I like this one.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. What would you say held you back? Actually, no. Let me rewind a bit here. Did you realize the silver arrows were at the race game when you first checked?
Yes.
Okay. Because we thought you... At first you guys had us fooled into thinking you forgot they were there. Or mistook them for something else.
Yeah, originally I was thinking like, okay, it's not something I need right now. I'll get the mirror later, or, you know, if I have to walk back, I have to walk back. And it didn't really hurt that much, I think. Maybe I lost 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Xirtanul, are you checking Turtle Rock?
I just realized we needed Quake for T-Rock, and we have no idea where Quake is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, let's check left side Swamp. I think Swamp's where it's hiding.
Yeah, and if it's not there, then I'm just gonna check for G-Tower.
Big SGT. That's
we
my
still
guess.
also-
Ah, come on, that would be troll.
We still also have Fat Fairy.
So, Xirtanul, did you go into Palace of Darkness at all?
I was thinking about it, but then I got distracted, and then all of a sudden I was like at Mire, I saw it was Bomb Boss, and then I just went straight in there. So I never touched the right side of Dark World.
Yeah, that's when it started.
For you.
That's when it started going downhill for you. I mean, you had the half magic.
Yeah, but other than that, Palace of Darkness is a complete dud.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
I would rather have 5-6 minutes than half magic, honestly.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that dip into pod cost you the race at the end of the
Also-
day.
Well, also, I think the double dip into Ice Palace cost him a fair bit too, because you forgot the chest in the jellyfish room.
I couldn't get to it, I think. Not without routing through the whole thing again. I don't know the bomb jump.
No, you could have just went back upstairs, climbed it, and then doubled back, because you can push that block on the right in the room where you fall down to open the door to Vitrit or Cold Stare.
Hmm.
The upper right block can be pushed.
You
right
are
there.
probably right.
I have done it before.
I was actually expecting this seed to have something in Ice Palace, though, because we had literally everything before even entering Dark World to, well, clear out Ice Palace.
Yeah, this was my thought as well.
And then it just gave us some, I think, big 20s, and that's roughly it.
But yeah, you just had to climb back upstairs once you fell down to where the room just above Cold Stare. And then just work your way backwards. Here's once you open the chest.
All right, let's see what Swamp has. Big chest only had a piece of heart. Which, by the way, Batman, I know you didn't check the pedestal, but Xirtanul did, and there was only a piece of heart there, too.
Yeah, okay. I think that I may not have had the mirror at the time. No, I never actually went to finish Mothula, because we never got Fire Rod.
Exactly, yeah. Xirtanul went out of his way to go check it, because he had the book. But yeah, you thankfully it didn't hurt. You didn't skip that because it had nothing.
Yeah, I think the odds of it having something were very unlikely. Like, if we had to go into Turtle Rock because everything else was exhausted, then pedestal seems a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, I think even we said at that point the only two things that could have been on the pedestal by the time you guys were could have checked it were the mirror and hookshot were the only two items. But then of course you checked the pedestal and found out it wasn't those, so it was like, okay, well, there goes that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, well, before I could do everything, let's just check pedestal so I know 100% sure what items I'll find and, well, yeah, whether I need to do pendant dungeons or not.
Did you do your typical route, Xirtanul, with the Houlihan to buy bombs?
Yep. So I had a master sword really early.
I was really panicking at first because there was no money on the traditional route where you walk up through Skullwoods. So I thought for sure I was behind, and I got bailed out on the very last chest at 50 rupees.
So 20 rupees here, and I think this is just the last dungeon item. No, there's just another 20 rupees.
Another big 20. So it wasn't. Wow. Did they honestly expect you guys to dip into Turtle Rock to get the Fire Rod? Good lord, no.
Well, we still need Quake, so maybe Quake is like in Big Chest, Ganon Tower, and Fire Rods and Zero.
We still have Fat Fairy.
Fat Fairy. Let's check Fat Fairy.
I'm actually just excited about you guys about that Fire Rod.
I know, it's like this is technically the big troll item, but it wasn't required. The cane was the last required item that you absolutely needed to have, but, this Fire Rod is just not giving itself up. What the heck?
Yeah, it's hiding really well.
Yeah, I think after this option, at least a Fat Fairy, the only, place it can be is either G Tower or G Rock.
Did you check Graveyard?
Yep, I did. It had I have no idea what.
It was the bug net.
Right.
Bug net in the Graveyard Cave.
Yeah, right, it's Spag Net. I forgot about that. So, Xirtanul, you are moving on. I don't have the tournament bracket up here, so I don't know who your opponent is. I think it was...
I believe it's Zaphod or, I can't say his name. It starts with an M.
Well, I did find something useful in Fat Fairy.
It was a butter sword.
No, even better.
Well, we're about to see here in just a second. Let's see what it was. There's the Fisher Price shield. Oh, man. So something had to have been in Ganon's Tower, because we don't know where it is. There's no other place to check, and we still don't have either the Quake Medallion to get into Turtle Rock or the Fire Rod.
Jeez. Yeah, they really were trolling you with this seed.
I'm actually expecting Tile Room Fire Rod now.
Oh, God.
That's a scene I would have wished on my worst enemy.
No kidding.
I don't know. I was pretty happy not getting the Fire Rod. It meant no Turtle Rock and, I guess, no Mothula required.
Well, while Xirtanul is looking at through Ganon's Tower here, let me go ahead and give you guys the lowdown on the secondary tournament schedule here. Later tonight, we have Lewd Dolphin versus Zebra Unicorn, Race 1. The challenge yet to be decided, but that will be at 7 o'clock. And that will be the last race for tonight. But tomorrow, you guys are going to get Zaphod, Beetlebrox, and Muncha and Quipet, Race 2 and 3 if necessary, starting at 1 o'clock. And then Ossifone and Failstream at 3 o'clock, along with, well, we don't need a game 3 for you two.
Nope, that one's done.
But race 2 is Lewd Dolphin and Zebra Unicorn at 7. These again, all those names after Zaphod or tomorrow, and restreamers and the restream channel has yet to be determined.
And that's just on the secondary tournament. Don't forget our main tournament. We've got right now. We've got Sygard and JSR2 Gamers racing over on Speed Gaming, and later and right after that will be a three-way tiebreaker between Mike the V, Zero Rush, and Wolfie83 on the same channel. So be sure to check that out as well. A couple of great races to look forward to
and
on our main tournament.
Yes, and I would especially like to point out that this will be a good race to watch because we have Alucard and Dr. Bob Tastic on the mic together.
No kidding. I'd love to work with Alucard in the future, and I think I've worked with Bob once. He's a fun guy.
Well, let's see what kind of song he implements on there. Well, the swag.
Swag is greatest hit, strike again.
All right, so right now we're checking Ganon's tower. We're still looking for that fire rod. Oh my god. This is the trolliest I've ever seen an item be. Well, and that says a lot because I've seen some trolly item runs there.
Well, if it was right there in the fire singer, that was just the next chest.
I'm actually expecting to find Quake before Fire Rod, though.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. If it's Quake, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Quake for Fire Rod on Laser Bridge.
Oh, I hope that's not the case. That will truly be the trolliest it could possibly be. Let's see. We've got the map. We've got triple bombs.
There it is!
There it is! Fire rod in the rando room.
Just a few rooms away. That would have helped out a lot. Yeah, blow that chest up, Xirtanul. Blow it up real good.
I'm wondering, I just shot my last arrow and it wasn't non-silver when I have silvers equipped.
Oh yeah, it did turn into a regular arrow. What the heck? You know what? And you didn't get the single arrow because that was in Spectacle Rock Cave. So what arrow was that?
That was not the single. Well, even then, I didn't want to mention it before, but it wouldn't have been the single arrow because that little like on his way to the Pyramid Fairy actually caught him and stole an arrow.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Anyway, now that we know where the fire rod, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Any last words from our runners before we sign off?
Yeah. I just wanted to thank really everyone involved, both commentators, the restreamer, and the tracker, as well as my opponent, Xirtanul. Congratulations and good game. I look forward to watching you future in the tournament, and as well as all the tournament organizers and all of my past opponents. Thank you to everyone.
Yes. A special shout out to our restreamer here, Sir Laugh-A-Lot. He had some very difficult issues he had to work around, and yet kept the stream running despite that. So, real good shout outs to him, and shout outs to our tracker as well, Crimson Avix, who did an amazing job keeping track of all the items for you today.
Indeed, absolutely. Again, GG to both of you guys. We enjoyed watching this race. Hope you guys had fun as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for tuning in as always. Stay tuned for more awesome races here on ALTTP Randomizer as well as over on Speed Gaming. And as I always like to say, folks, rock on, guys.
We'll see you all next time, and thanks for watching. Later, folks.